Yo, what it do, man? This is the Post Up Podcast. This your boy Zay.
It's your boy ATA 100, man. Y'all know what's going on.
What's happening, man? It's David Leathers, man. What's good?
What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Noble sounding in. What's going on, everybody?
Your mic sound dumb loud today. Fuck you got in that bit.
I got energy, dog.
Yeah,
That shit sound
up.
I turned it down just for safety measures, you know what I'm talking about?
that bit busting.
Still bust?
Nah, you good.
I think, it's the same volume for me, so it never was louder. But, yeah, man, we back again after another week of basketball. Here to talk about some stuff that went on. We got Joel Embiid news, Doc Rivers, Russ getting into the top 25, or not 25, top 25, but he's the 25th player to score 25,000 points. New York Knicks on the hot streak. We're going to talk about some all-star things. Also, shout out to them Tar Heels, you feel me? Shout out to them Tar Heels.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to them Tar Heels.
Got rolled up yesterday.
Tar Heels.
Feel me?
Shout out to them Tar Heels. You know what I mean? We got a Duke guy over here. He's not even really a Duke guy. He just like
I'm about to say I'm not even
to always go for Duke.
Yeah, I didn't even know they even play. I wouldn't even.
You just a UNC op. That's what he is. He a UNC
That's what I love, bro, when they said nothing to me.
That's what he is.
UNC op, bro.
Of course I wouldn't have, because we lost. The fuck?
Just like he didn't say nothing about the Knicks.
What sense does that make? Huh?
Just like he didn't say nothing about the Knicks losing versus the Lakers.
I didn't really need to. Like, y'all beat us by like 9 points without OG Anunoby and without Julius Randle, bro. That shit crazy. Y'all sorry as fuck that y'all happy about that.
We are, but we beat y'all.
I know. With nobody.
It's your fault.
That's not our fault.
Hey, look,
niggas got dislocated shoulders. Anyway.
Hey, look. UNC ain't lose. That's all that matters.
What's UNC record?
We'll go. They're number 3 in the nation, so their record's probably better than Duke's.
Look it up, nigga.
I don't care. I was just asking.
I don't care.
All right,
so yeah. So we got let's first thing we're gonna talk about is Joel Embiid. He just had surgery today. They said he's gonna miss a significant amount of time. It doesn't even say the time. It just says extended period of time after meniscus procedure. So what y'all expecting from the
first round knockout?
This injury? Oh damn.
Well, I mean,
first round knockout.
You said significant time. You didn't say is it indefinite?
It doesn't say indefinite just yet. It just says significant time. So he could be back.
If it don't say indefinite, I don't see no first round. However, where they are placed in like the standings, it just depends on Tyrese, bro. Like
antibodies.
Now, if Tyrese gonna give you 50 every game, then they might be able to stay where they at, but they might drop a little bit, maybe like 1 or 2 seeds, but I still see them being in the playoff.
I don't know. I still see him like not falling all the way out of the playoff race for sure. But a torn meniscus and the surgery, it's February now. I don't really see him coming back into the playoffs.
I don't really think it was torn though. I think it was like partially torn or strained or something like that. Like I think it wasn't too bad. Oh no, it was torn left meniscus. I don't know, but it doesn't say that he's gonna miss the playoffs. So if you be optimistic about it, he might make it by the playoffs.
If you're optimistic, I think he'll be right before the playoffs. But
I mean, to be honest, they number 5 right now. They're 30-18. They are what's that? How many games they ahead of the Pacers? They 3.5 games ahead of the Pacers.
Who's
Pacers
4?
are 6 seed. 4th seed is the Knicks, and then number 3 seed is the Cavs now because we lost last night. And then it's the Bucks at number 2, and then it's the Celtics at number 1. So right now, the people that's behind the Sixers are the Pacers, the Magic, and the Heat. The Bulls and the Hawks.
Ain't trash.
You know, this around the time when the Heat start winning and shit. They start coming together.
They just be pissing me off, man.
I feel that.
Y'all just got a battery in y'all.
I don't know what's going on.
You talking about some trash?
76ers, man. Y'all had a
They 7th, but I want them 7th place.
I'm with
Ain't
Nick.
no-
First round. Y'all go home whether he come back or not.
That's cap.
I don't want to say it's cap. It just depends on what
We
happens.
eighth.
It depends on what happens during that time period.
If he don't come back, okay. First round.
Yeah.
You got a first time All-Star in Tyrese Maxey. He's never seen those like as far as like being as if it's responsible on him. Okay, boom. First round if Joel don't play, right? We used to championships going out second round every year forever since the beginning of time type shit. But
Well, I'm thinking differently. I'm thinking more so
they
on.
drop down to the 7th seed, they got to play the number 2 seed.
That's
now.
what I was about to say. I'm thinking more so if they
that's
drop all the
first-
way to the play-in, they gonna have to
that's
play
first
against the
round.
Bucks. Yeah.
Definitely.
I just
If
feel
they
like
play
I
the
don't-
Bucks in the first round, it's over for.
Whether he come back or not, they done.
So if Embiid
I don't
come back or
think-
not, and they in the play-in, I don't like their chances against the Bucks.
And I
or
don't
the Lakers.
and I don't think Tyrese Maxey gonna fray from the lights. I just don't think it'll be enough. Like
Yeah, they done whether he
That's-
come back or not. To me, that's how I feel.
I don't know.
Right.
I can't say he ain't gonna be. I can't say he ain't gonna shy away from the lights because playoffs is different.
it is.
Like he don't shy away from the lights in the season, but playoffs, boy.
But he
Playoffs,
ain't never shied away from the playoffs either.
Nigga, he not finna take them niggas nowhere, bro.
I ain't
Oh.
saying he gonna take them like
I don't ever
further,
remember a time
like,
where he was
out
in the
the
playoffs
East
that he was
type
being.
shit.
I don't ever remember a time in the playoffs where he was looked at as he is now. So I can't really.
right. But
I
he was
still
still.
can't say it.
But remember our arguments back in the day, bro. We used to always talk about Tyrese Maxey, how he was giving niggas 20 plus in a playoff.
Yeah,
Now, granted,
but now
he
he that guy.
he
Shit changes.
probably done groomed it to his own shit. He probably getting niggas 30 in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
We'll see.
But
But
also
now he his own guy, so shit changes. Like he
Yeah, he-
averaged the most he ever averaged was 21. He's gonna have to average 26, 27 for them niggas.
and
Which I'm not saying he can't do.
the attention all on him now too. The game plan that goes. The scouting report has him as the number one option on the scouting report now. So it's different from the last playoffs because he wasn't the number one option on the scouting report.
And he been tearing niggas ass up, man. Pause.
I predicted that though. That ain't shit.
Me too. From the beginning of this season, when we was talking about the James Harden potentially being traded, me and this nigga Miles was saying this nigga fucking Tyrese Maxey will be an all-star.
Yeah. Man, I'm glad he proved it. Oh man, yes. Forgot about. Did we bet anything on this with this nigga Ant? Or was it just like word of mouth?
It was like 25 plus, right? Because Ed said he wouldn't score
Ant
past
said he wouldn't
23,
score
some
25
shit like.
plus. He
Yeah.
said he wouldn't average more than Tobias Harris, which was crazy.
Mm.
It was crazy.
You said that.
I did not say that.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
That's the right
I
there.
did not.
did.
I got it written. I
Tobias
did not
Harris
say
has
he
been
would
pretty
average.
ass this year.
Tobias
But yeah,
Harris.
I expect the Sixers to fall.
Okay, but you said he wouldn't average more than 23. You said 23. You said
Yeah,
he wouldn't average more than 23.
nigga, just add shit on.
No,
No,
you
that's
said
what I
he
said,
wouldn't average more than
25.
23.
I
It's
didn't
three
say
people saying it. It's three people saying it.
written down. I didn't say Tobias Harris gonna average more than that nigga.
No, you wrote it down.
That,
Three
Nah,
people
nah,
remember
nah.
something else.
that wasn't the fact. The fact was you
We
said
could pull the clip.
you said you would send
Pull
the
it then,
dude.
because it's not a
If
fact.
he
I didn't
didn't
say that.
average, you said you would send the dude if he didn't average at least 23.
It's like
Yeah.
episode
Said.
3,
So what
episode
did you say
4.
about Tobias Harris then? Because you did bring up
I
Tobias.
said
Harris.
Tobias Harris need to average at least 20 points.
You ain't say
But you
need
said
to.
something in correlation with Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris.
I didn't say Tobias Harris is gonna average more than him. I didn't say that. Though.
Asking you, what did you say?
Go back to episode 3 or episode 4. One of them.
Nah, just
I'm not finna do that. I just know I
go
ain't say
back
that.
to your
I
journal.
did say he was supposed to. I didn't see him averaging more than 25. Though. I did say that. So,
Okay.
Nick, you can't even remember what you did last week. You want to talk about some shit that happened weeks ago.
I can't remember what I did last week. Are you hurt? You all right, my boy?
I just made a statement.
I can't remember what I did last week. What am I, 65?
You can't even remember what you did last week.
What am I, 65, bro?
I don't know.
What's up?
I'm just
What's
saying.
going on here? Of
You
course
just
I
made
remember
a
what I did last week.
All
What
right.
you talking about? Get this crazy man out of here. Of course I remember what I
Godspeed,
did last
Jordan,
week.
man. If you can't play, just be ready for Team USA, nigga. We need that Olympic win. I don't care about nothing else. Because you ain't on my team. Next up, we're going to talk about that man, Doc Rivers. the best coach ever. That's what some say.
Yee.
He the coach of Dave's favorite players team at the moment. This ain't your favorite player all the time, but right now Doc Rivers is 1-3 with the Bucks.
You
Y'all
look
expect
so
it to get better?
sad.
Do y'all expect it to get any better? Do y'all expect the Bucks to drop at all while they're under
Bruh.
Doc Rivers?
It's they don't need to get better, and the only thing they can do is get worse. Because it's just like, bro, these niggas are in the top 4 of the best records in the league right now.
Right.
So it's just like, I mean, Doc Rivers ain't really coming in and affecting shit.
Right.
So anybody could have been there, bro.
Right.
Like they could have still had goddamn, was it Adrian Griffin? They
Yeah.
could still have. They could have still had him there.
I understand the firing. He's ruining relationships. People ain't liking him. It ain't
I don't
about
understand
the
the
record.
firing. I don't understand the firing.
But it's like, but what if like it don't matter how good you're doing. Nobody's. It's turmoil in the locker room. Nobody's standing with him. It gets to the point where I don't even feel like Doc Rivers gonna do anything for the rest of the season. It's just gonna be the Bucks just playing good, just like they seem like they already was without Adrian Griffin. They said the turmoil was with the relationships with everybody. That's the only reason I understand the firing, because if you win and eventually that shit's gonna hit a railroad. Like say y'all start losing and nobody, like y'all hit a little losing streak and he ain't got no relationship with nobody, not even the best player on the team. Y'all ain't gonna get out that rut like that. So
He
I feel
did
like
have
they
a
just.
relationship with Giannis though. Giannis invited him to his wedding.
I mean, I feel like I'm saying like as far as like what they were saying, I don't know the media, but as far as the information we got, but they were saying it's just bad relationships. Like he didn't have control of the locker room, none of that.
Me personally, bro, I don't understand the firing. I don't really believe everything the media says. And if the thing with Bobby Portis happened, then I blame ownership for letting that shit happen like that. Like, bro, you letting players run the fucking franchise. That's not how that shit should be. You should make your own calls. You should make your own moves, bro. Like the fact that y'all even got the Nations Antetokounmpo on that motherfucker is a fucking crime, bro. It's a fucking crime. I get it when they're winning. Like when they had that first championship, yes, do whatever Giannis wants. But at this point, this man Giannis won a ring. What is he doing on this roster spot? What is he gonna give me? Like, granted, this is the last man on the spot, but he shouldn't even be in. He shouldn't even be dressed up, bro. He should be in street clothes every night. Every night.
Nah, I agree.
ain't say I understand the hiring.
Well, I'm just saying, I just don't understand the firing because, bro, one, they're like, I think they're in like the top 10 in offensive possessions. Their defense, that's a fucking will thing. That's a buy-in thing. And if you think Doc Rivers is going to make people buy in, you're tripping. Also, on top of that, the defense is going to automatically take a hit because you did take a big change by trading Jrue Holiday for Dame Lillard. Not saying that Dame ain't giving you hella points because he definitely is, bro. But the amount of defense and the amount of stuff that Jrue Holiday brings to the game, intangible-wise, is stuff that isn't going to be measured in the box score at the end of the game. So that's why I was so hell-bent on the Celtics because, like, that shit makes a difference. And I like Dame, but shit, Dame ain't finna lock nobody up.
So you think Eastern Conference Finals, Celtics, Bucks, still got Celtics?
Of course.
I do too.
I got the Celtics in the finals still. Like, I ain't switching.
I
definitely ain't switching now. Did y'all got Doc Rivers? Boy, hell no. I think anybody can outcoach that nigga.
If he gets past, if Doc and the Bucks get to the finals, that shit on Giannis, nigga.
Nigga, if the Bucks get to the finals, it ain't because of Doc Rivers.
That's what I'm saying. It's on Giannis, nigga.
This shit was already I got you.
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what I said. I got you. This shit just already inbred. Like this some country ass nigga shit at this point.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
them
don't
niggas
worry,
gonna get to the finals offer. Once they fired Adrian Griffin, they had that intern coach, and they had this nigga Giannis drawing up fucking plays, and these niggas was still winning.
That's what I'm saying.
It don't take a coach. It don't take a coach at this point, bro.
I just feel like Doc is just filling the spot. Like he just filling the spot, bro.
What they be saying in the NFL, bro? Like a game manager.
Well, I don't know what kind of contract. I forgot I didn't read what kind of contract they
I don't know about Doc filling the spot because they 1-2 with him as a head coach. So
I mean, like he just holding up matters. Like that's it. I think
I
he kind of
mean,
knows that.
He might can put a little bit of influence in these niggas, maybe, possibly a little knowledge. But I feel like to win it, Doc don't really know how to win it, bro. Like he has one success story, but he had fucking 3, arguably 4 Hall of Famers on his team to do that. Because we all know Rondo is definitely gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
So it's
Cheeks
just
Hall
like,
of Famer. He a Hall of Famer.
so it's just like, bro, this nigga had 4 Hall of Famers on the one championship that he won. So I mean,
These is facts.
Doc Rivers also had other Hall of Famers and couldn't do it, couldn't pull it through. Nigga was a fucking whole coach of that whole Lob City shit. Then win what?
Sixers too. I mean, not Sixers.
Lob City was crazy.
Sixers, yeah. And the Clippers, he had a fucking squad. He had Kawhi, Paul George. He had a squad.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Once they got rid of Chris Paul and all that shit, he was still there.
And then Paul George was like, this nigga Doc Rivers can't coach. Like, threw Doc Rivers straight under the bus. And then Doc Rivers said what he had to say about Paul George. But, you know, it's like, it's truth in it. You know what I mean? It may not be 100% truth that Paul George is saying. It may be skewed a little bit, but there is some truth to whatever he's saying. Like, you got to take accountability, bro. Are you failing as a coach? Realistic.
You got to be. Because, to be honest, besides KG,
On your head, Doc.
besides KG, Doc Rivers ain't never coached a player better than Paul George. Besides Kevin Garnett.
Kawhi Leonard?
Okay.
You said besides Kevin, you said
we'll put him as the combo.
Wait, say that again.
I said besides KG.
Chris Paul?
Nah. Chris Paul not better than Paul George, in my opinion. That's just me. That's just me. Joel Embiid is definitely. I get it.
They both ain't accomplished shit. Who? But I will say the reason Chris Paul should be better than talking about Paul George and Chris Paul, they ain't neither of them got a ring.
Joel Embiid got MVP.
But I'm saying, like, as far as like all time wise, Chris Paul is on that list for assists. Like, and you still think Paul George is better?
Yeah.
Paul George ain't really did shit, but being in the MVP race and losing the playoffs. But I rock with PJ though. He's a great player. But as far as winning,
that's a big but. Like, Chris Paul ain't never been in that race. And 2, Chris Paul ain't never been.
Races.
He has been in MVP race.
All right, cool. But when has Chris Paul ever been in any kind of anybody's conference finals?
The Rockets and the Clippers.
With the Rockets, right? With who? With who?
Mike D'Antoni.
Doc Rivers. I'm trying to figure out where you're going.
Are you talking about with James Harden? But he carried James Harden.
Just because of the star power. You're sitting here and telling me Chris Paul is better than Paul George.
You said with who though, right? What did you mean? Yeah. Like, what do you mean by with who?
Like being that guy, being that guy number one. Being that guy number one, like Chris
was
Paul.
Paul George that guy number one with the Thunder?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the Pacers?
Not just period. Like in their career.
With the Thunder, I don't think he was that guy.
But he was still in MVP race.
For sure. But I don't think he was that guy.
When Chris Paul was in the MVP race, he was that guy.
So now y'all combating.
I'm not. No, I'm just saying my opinion, bro. That's it.
Everything you said, you was like with who and what coach. He did Doc Rivers.
I didn't question your shit. I'm just saying how I feel about it.
I'm questioning that shit.
Right. What are you questioning?
Are y'all talking about when these niggas played with Doc Rivers?
Yeah, I think they talk about whole span of careers.
I'm just talking about.
I thought it was both.
Matter of fact, I'm just talking about span of career at this point. To be honest, the original point was just like Doc Rivers don't know how to win.
When they played with Doc Rivers,
has Paul George been in the finals?
Yes.
No, we haven't.
in conference finals, yes.
Chris Paul made it to the finals. Did he win it? No. But that nigga has went somewhere Paul George hasn't, and he's not on the all-time list. I get it. It's opinion based, but
wait.
But
Chris
he
Paul,
did. They lost to the Bucks, didn't they?
but Chris
Oh,
Paul.
you're right. He did it with the Suns.
Like,
Yes.
bro, like
Yes.
I forgot about that.
But Chris Paul only did all of this shit like being the number 2.
Nigga,
Paul George and Westbrook kind of was 1A and 1B with OKC.
Okay, see.
No.
With the Pacers, that nigga Paul George was 1A
Because
for
Paul
sure.
George was the guy when he went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, he was. No argument there.
Okay.
He was the guy.
I will say
Chris
Chris
Paul was
Paul's
the
in the
guy
West.
when they was in the Western Conference Finals too. He just had Blake Griffin.
No,
he was that guy.
he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
You crazy. Chris Paul wasn't the guy on the Clippers?
No.
Man, who was? Blake?
Nigga, obviously.
I think Blake scored the most, but I don't think Blake impacted winning like Chris Paul did on that team.
No,
man,
but
that's
listen,
what I'm
man.
saying. That was Chris Paul, man.
Chris Paul is known as being what do they call that shit in the NFL?
Game manager?
Yes. There you go.
Or floor general?
No, game
I just
manager.
think he's a great floor general. I don't think he's a great game manager.
It kind of goes with like you was just saying this last week, Dave. Last podcast, you was just saying he's the last him and Mike Conley like the last true of the point guard. That's why.
Right.
Like he, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree with that, but I would never sit here and say like Chris Paul. Like I'm not picking a Chris Paul over Paul George. That's just me.
No, for sure. But when it came out Blake Griffin, in my eyes, like to me, somebody that's the guy is somebody that if that man is out, then they are definitely losing. Like they can't do anything without him. Paul, like Blake Griffin, the only thing he's giving you is buckets.
Yeah.
Defense is nothing.
I'm talking about is
like if Chris Paul is not playing, people feel a little bit better because there's no Lob City without Chris Paul.
No,
for sure. But Chris Paul versus a Paul George, bro, I ain't taking Chris Paul over
that. Man, you talking about a difference of 2 to 3 points? You know that, right?
Nah, but that's average. That was the original
for Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. They average a difference of 2 points.
I don't give a fuck about it.
You talking about Paul George?
Blake Griffin. I said Paul George.
I know you said Paul George.
That's what we talking about.
Yes, you're correct. I'm just reinstating about the LA Clippers being. You said Blake's Griffin team because he averaged 2 more points, and then 3 points one year.
Blake Griffin did have the star power. Yes,
that's Chris Paul's team.
I'm not saying that without Chris Paul that they would do things that they did with him. Absolutely, I love me some. I fuck with Chris Paul, bro. Do y'all not remember the fact?
I don't think that's gay.
That's not gay. Anywho,
what?
So that's how I love Chris Paul.
No, it sounded like you was about to say I love me some Chris Paul. That shit was a bit.
But what's wrong with saying that though?
It's the way the tone, all in the tone.
Yeah,
you can continue. It wasn't that serious.
Okay, but yes, man. Wow.
I said, "Hey, yo."
I said I was about to say
that nigga had that motherfucker in the gauntlet. Hey, yo,
it was, nigga, bro. That's true.
Hey, ready to motherfucker say some hey yo shit, not. Well, I say this, bro. Like, bro, everybody know Chris Paul is an incredible asset on any team you play for. But what I would not say is like Chris Paul is better than a Paul George, bro. Like he's not more valuable to your team than a Paul George. That's just me.
See?
Maybe 10 years ago.
I want to take this one.
Maybe 10 years ago. But now, like, come on, man.
If you put them both in their primes, who's more?
I'm
all right.
Paul George.
This is something that
Paul George, bro.
This is something that we can bring up in the next podcast. We can have like a little segment for that. People can do their research and come in and do it.
It's like
either way, it's going to be opinionated.
You saying in a prime?
We're not even done with Paul George. Like,
that's Paul George.
They got a good thing going, but
that's Paul George.
Paul George is having a great year, prime. But also he has a big name on his team that helps him do what he's doing. But I just have always a counter argument for.
Hey, Chris Paul led the league in points and steals. I mean, not points, assists and steals a few times.
You said who?
I ain't never seen Paul George lead the league in nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
This is cool.
But
face. Whoa.
what you gonna say?
Was Chris Paul the man at the time?
Yeah, for the Hornets for sure. He was the man. And that team sucked.
Scrub team.
He had fucking sucked. David West.
Damn. Hey, you yelling. I got
and that team did suck though. That Hornets team sucked, and he took them all the way to the second round. He made them folks relevant where they were even in the playoffs. So like, shout out to Paul George with the Pacers, but that team was no slouch. He had 2 All-Stars on that team. Roy Hibbert was an All-Star game that year.
And Granger would have played longer if it weren't for injuries.
I ain't gonna count Granger.
Maybe Paul George got his opportunity because Danny Granger was injured.
Was hurt, yeah. So that's what I was gonna say. I ain't gonna say.
So we don't bring no Danny Granger shit up in here.
But yeah, we're gonna
don't bring no Danny Granger shit.
We'll bring that big in.
We're gonna pick this shit.
He talking like he hate that nigga. That nigga Granger was slouch.
I feel him though, because like his point is about Paul George, like, coming into his own, and then you brought up Danny Granger. By the time Danny Granger was like hurt, Paul George was already eclipsed him, so Danny Granger wasn't even like a thought process.
Paul George got his opportunity because Danny Granger was hurt.
Right.
That nigga Paul George wasn't getting no PT.
Nick, what was your statement before he said anything back?
All I said was what it would have been like if Granger didn't get injured.
Paul George wouldn't be that.
They would have went to the Eastern Conference Finals, still lost to LeBron.
Chris Paul was going to be where he was going to be.
Winning nothing, right? Going
nowhere. No, I'm saying like his opportunity was already there. Like,
where was his I mean, he had all this opportunity. He ain't did shit with it.
Neither is Paul George.
The Rockets, he went dumb.
You said Paul George what?
I said neither has Paul George.
It ain't even about you, Miles. I'm talking to Nick right now. What you said?
Neither has Paul George. If you keep saying Chris Paul ain't did nothing.
Paul George has been the number one option on that team and led his team to the Eastern Conference Finals and also been in the MVP race. Also been. Correct.
You talk, hey, bro. Hey, bro, look, bro. I hear you. But you talking about OKC, he was 1A or 1B with Russ, bro. He's not just prime one. You have Russell Westbrook there.
You can't put
listen, watch this. When Paul George and Westbrook needed an outlet, they went to Carmelo Anthony. It wasn't just him, bro. Like
pull up Carmelo Anthony's stats.
I said after Westbrook and Paul George. I just literally named him as the last option out of the two.
But you was making it seem like
you pull him up. I ain't pulling it up.
You the one that made this seem like he was.
You the one that want to pull it up. You pull it up. You the one that want the stats up. Pull it up.
But you brought him up though.
Yes, I did. But you want the stats up, so pull him up.
That sounds crazy.
No, it sounds like 45 seconds to go see it, but you want the stats up. So
pull him up. OKC, he averaged 16 points per game.
All right, easy as that.
You could have did it. You was talking about it, but you could have did it.
You the one that brought it up.
I didn't need the stats up.
Westbrook averaged 25. Paul George averaged 22. Melo averaged 16. Steven Adams averaged 14.
Okay.
Number one.
So what is your point?
He's not the number one statistic-wise either.
but the next year.
I know. That's where it piped up to 26 points.
28.
Oh, I thought. My bad. I read this recently.
So did I not just talk about Paul George and his MVP season?
Yeah, but he's still not the only number one option. His points went up.
So then what are you talking about? So then what are you talking about?
He's still 1A or 1B, bro.
So then what are you talking about?
What's Westbrook stats for his MVP season?
If I'm bringing up his MVP season, why the hell are you bringing up some statistics that don't have nothing?
I don't even know which one was his MVP season. I just know when it was at OKC.
I know you don't.
I just know it was OKC, and we talking about all that shit, and he's still not the number one option for 1 year.
We weren't talking about all
either way. Despite the year, he still ain't better than Chris Paul. He's not better than Chris Paul, bro. Either way, that one season he had, he's not better than Chris Paul. And I was talking about on his OKC tenure in general. He's still not better than Chris Paul.
Russell Westbrook's MVP season was 32 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists, 2 steals.
I think he talking about the year that
Just the year.
Oh, the year that Paul George played.
Yeah, the one he was in the MVP race.
He averaged. I think I saw 23. Yeah, 23, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists, and 2 steals.
So Westbrook became 1B for one season.
So what does that have to do with anything? We talking
Paul
about
George had one great season that you highlighting is my point as well.
We talking about MVP. When the fuck is goddamn Chris Paul been an MVP?
Me and my
race. Been an MVP or
an MVP race?
Like
He's been in an MVP race. He's been in the race.
Because Paul George ain't been an MVP either.
That's cool, but what I'm telling you is, bro, I'm taking a MVP race Paul George over an MVP race CB3. That's just what I'm telling you. That's why I've been saying from the beginning. And then you
Paul finished fifth in the voting for the MVP award in 2020 to 2021. That was 4 years ago.
Cool.
So that was real recent.
Yeah.
He finished top 3 in 2012.
Cool. You said Chris Paul did?
Yeah.
Cool. Where did both teams end up?
And that's been my point the whole time, but Chris Paul has made it further. Your point is that he wasn't number one option.
And the 2020 to 21 season, that's when he made it to the finals for
That's bullshit. You only bringing up that 1 year that Chris Paul ain't number one option, but he made it further than Paul George. I'm taking Paul George. And the Suns didn't go nowhere till the Suns didn't go. Hey,
but Chris Paul won.
Where the Suns?
Chris Paul won the number one option. Then was he?
He didn't need to
be number one option. Was it? Did he? Was he?
I mean, if you're looking at the MVP, is he not the number one option if he top 5 and Devin Booker nowhere in
it? When Chris Paul went to the finals, was he the number one option, Nicholas?
It doesn't matter. That's why I said that's your only argument.
Nah. It ain't the only argument I have.
You just don't like hearing it doesn't matter. That's the only argument you said this whole time. He wasn't the number one option in the finals. You keep bringing up Paul George because he's the number one option for 1 year.
Yes or no?
On OKC for 1 year, bro. 1 year.
George,
and where did they go?
Paul George.
Where did they go? Where did they go?
Before Paul George, before Paul George went. Before Paul George went to the before Paul George went before Paul George went to the before Paul George went to the Clippers.
They went home. Bye bye.
Before Paul
MVP season. See you later.
Before Paul George went to the Clippers,
with popcorn,
he was always the number one option. Before Paul George went to the Clippers, he was always the number one option.
He almost got MVP more recently than Paul George.
If you can shut the fuck up and I can explain my point.
Damn,
you can shut the fuck up.
Now, nigga,
if you can shut the fuck up,
bro. Like Miles said, keep that shit going.
So
we might as well cut this shit. I'm gonna tell the videographer cut this shit, bro.
So
fuck it, bro. Tape
ain't no videographer, nigga.
Tape that motherfucker.
This is house, baby. This is house.
I'll be the videographer then. This is house then. I'm gonna tell me.
You ain't the videographer.
If you keep going, change topic, bro.
Nigga,
change
you
topic,
talking over me.
Let's table it. Let's table it, bro.
You talking over me.
Let's move on to the next topic, bro.
You talking over?
No.
You talking
Speaking
over
of Russ,
so I'm definitely about to speak.
I'm responding after you.
It's all right.
Speaking of Russ, man, we're gonna talk about how Russ is the 25th player to score 25,000 points. How y'all feel about that? Y'all saw that shit coming anytime soon?
Because he got most of them stats with Paul George.
Oh man,
I'm telling you, bro. Come on, man. Where they will be, baby? Crazy.
This nigga don't know basketball.
Yeah, I think.
Be talking, bro. He just be talking, bro.
Y'all think Russ gonna get into the
basketball
get further in that list?
Just don't listen to this man. Let him talk.
I thought it was surprising that James Harden was as high as he was.
That's what we talking about. No basketball. You crazy?
I know a lot of basketball, my boy.
Crazy. More NBA. No basketball. No. Crazy.
Hey man,
I know a lot of basketball.
Bro. Yeah, that shit, crazy, bro. We talking about something else.
He mad because he didn't get to finish his point. Let's move on though.
I don't really give a fuck, to be honest with you, bro.
Come on.
You clapping. You the same nigga.
Let it go.
Y'all ain't letting me talk. Y'all ain't let me talk.
You ain't give a fuck. And you gonna go to some shit that even happened today. That's how I know you feeling it.
Let me talk. Bro,
that shit even happened today.
Fuck, bro. Y'all, I don't give a fuck, bro, because I'm still.
You do, because you still talking about it. You feeling it.
Oh, man.
Hey, yeah. So what you feel about this Russ shit?
Man, I was just lost in these two niggas, bro. Don't mute your shit, bro. Mute it. Oh,
I
you
muted them. Yeah, bro. That's how I hear that shit. Got next, bro. I'm trying to get them to
Bro, why is
stop
my
so
shit
long, bro. They
muted,
won't
bro?
stop. Because y'all wouldn't stop, bro. I'm trying to get
Nah,
on
bro.
to the next subject.
Hey, look, bro, I know how to stop, bro. I can shut up, bro. I'll check.
Oh shit! I looked at Nick. I said, "Man, don't mute your shit." And I looked at Dave shit. He shoots me. I was like, "Oh man, I was muted y'all niggas."
So what you feel about Russ, bro? You got some apologies to be making, bro. Call my nigga sorry.
He was sorry with the Lakers. I ain't apologizing for that.
He was never sorry with the Lakers.
He
The
gonna stand
Lakers
on
were
that,
just
bro.
sorry.
Nigga
Lakers
name was that nigga had a whole new nickname. His name was Westbrook.
Nigga, y'all niggas
bro.
made that shit up.
I didn't
Weak
give him that
ass
name.
Lakers
The
fan.
world gave him that name.
No,
The Laker losers gave him that name.
weak
That
ass
nigga
Laker
mid-range
fans did.
disappeared, missing hella layups.
LeBron missed all layups.
I heard Westbrook before he got to
LeBron
the
he be
Lakers.
smoking, but he 40 years old.
Gotta do that nigga over there. That nigga do be
It's
smoking,
like
but he 40 years old.
niggas wanted to bring up that Westbrook shit once he got traded from a team where he was the first option. So
Right.
anybody
He
that
never
was
was a
trying to
great
like
shooter.
put that Westbrook shit on him, bro, lame ahead.
Lame.
I mean, his shot was broke. That's why they call him
His
Westbrook.
shot
He
won't
wasn't a
broke, bro.
shooter.
That's not his fucking
They were
style.
trolling him.
That's not how he spoke.
But
That's not what
this
he
what I'm
ever
saying.
did.
Like, I know he wasn't a shooter, but the nigga when he did score the ball, that shit was at a higher clip when he was the first option. When he got to the Lakers, matter of fact, let me just make sure I'm not speaking ignorant.
What option was he, bro? What option was he when he got there?
Well, take account that AD wasn't playing most of the season. He was the second option.
AD was playing.
They didn't that first year. They only played like 4 or 5 games together as the 3.
So really that first year he was like second option. You know, LeBron was in and out too. So
You said that first year he was second option.
Yeah, whatever year AD didn't play the majority of the year.
AD played 40 games.
As the season.
So they played at least 40 games together. About.
There's a stat that said that they only played like 3 or 4 games together.
That's
LeBron, AD, Westbrook, they didn't play together as a 3. So we gotta look at how many.
Well, I'm telling you, that's impossible because LeBron played 56, he played 40, Westbrook played 78.
I'm not saying it's impossible. Just look it up. It may be more than 4 or 5 games, but I remember that stat that they played like less than not that a good number. All 3 of them together.
I hear you, but respectfully, explain to me how that's possible.
I'm not going to explain. I'm just going to go look up the stat and see what the number was, so I can be specific.
Okay.
If you look at what each individual player played and how many games each individual played, they already
I'm going to look up the stat. I'm going to look up the stat. I already said it. May be more than what I said. I just said that.
But what else is it?
Like that was like one of Westbrook's lowest free throw shooting years. One of his lowest. Like y'all say, he's not a 3-point shooter, but that shit's still.
Y'all asking the nigga that's ball dominant.
Exactly. His 3-point shooting was good. He literally shot better with y'all than he did anywhere else.
No, he did. That nigga.
LeBron and Russ only played 45 games together. Just them two.
That's a big difference. Now, Russ averaged 36% from 3 1 year with y'all. Oh, that's the Clippers. My bad. He shot, man. Yeah, he shot about the same he did everywhere else. Free throw percentage.
They only played 21 games, so I was well off, but they only played 21 games together as the 3.
So 21 games, he was the third option. Out of the 78 he played.
I'm trying to figure out when does that become Westbrook's problem?
It's not a problem, just saying.
He was just the outlier for the stats.
Majority of the time he played, he was second option.
But then how is he that? How is he ass? How is he the one that's ass out of everybody?
Man, I'm speaking for myself, and I speak for feelings. Like I'm not going off stats or anything. I'm just speaking based off of what I seen the year before, and me knowing you can do some shit. He was a second option with Houston. I mean,
Get out your feelings, man.
he was a second option with who he played with before them.
Wizards.
The Wizards.
The Wizards, he was not a second option. With the
He was
Wizards.
not the second option.
Well, Houston, he wasn't the second option.
Well, Houston, yeah, but he had the ball in his hands. He
It was
averaged
James
over 10
Harden.
assists. He averaged
Nigga.
over 10 assists with Houston.
It's like how y'all niggas go from arguing the same point to being against each other. I'm trying to figure that out.
Who you talking about?
You and
I ain't how am I against him?
y'all.
I mean, how am I with him?
Nah, y'all was with each other.
It did sound like y'all was together for a minute.
Of the research.
Only just for the games played. I just felt like it should be accurate. I agree with. I'm always on the stance that Westbrook wasn't trash. He was just an outlier. He was just an outlier. He was outside of his position. One. He was the odd man out. He only got to play 45 games with LeBron. I didn't even get to see how many he played with AD. Like they only played 21 together. So it's like, how could you get any shit going? And when this is your first season playing in this way, you're not trash. Just think about his career. Like he's always been able to gel with somebody, and usually one other person.
Yeah, when
Except
he played
OKC.
with Houston, it was like 1A, 1B type shit when he played with Houston. He
Right.
wasn't really.
Great nigga.
When he played with Houston, he averaged 27 points per game.
That
Now,
nigga was stupid. I don't understand. That nigga still was having the ball in his hands a lot when he played with the Lakers, especially that first year when them niggas weren't playing with each other like that. It's just that nigga. I don't know, bro. I just didn't like the way he was playing.
All right, so Westbrook's usage rate for the Rockets was 34%.
Mars beat me too.
Now for the Lakers, his usage rate was 27%. So he was down like what, 5? Actually 7.
So his stats reflect that. It do, but
He was down 7%. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like the numbers matter. It's good to speak off feelings, but sometimes, bro, numbers tell a deeper story.
In the media,
the media had that nigga name is Westbrook.
That's all right though.
But
they want to say
Westbrook-
his face though. They be pussy.
the people that didn't like Westbrook before he got to LA, the Westbrook was already out. I heard Westbrook before that shit got popped.
I fought with Westbrook before he got to LA. It's just when he got to LA, I didn't like that nigga no more.
Yeah, man, stop calling that man Westbrook. It's-
Like,
Yeah,
hey,
man.
I don't know this man personally. This is a nickname. I'm just
It
Westbrook.
ain't his nickname. That's the
I
media.
didn't call him Westbrook
Tag.
after or before. Just in LA, he was Westbrook.
Yeah, it's a media tag.
But let's talk about my Knicks. Yeah,
They got beat by the Lakers yesterday.
that's fine. We're streaking. We got 9. We was on a 9-game win streak before we played the
And
Lakers.
y'all took that L to the Lakers. Y'all was streaking, so y'all took an L to the Lakers.
Okay. Anyway, we out here number 4 seed, playing good basketball. We got Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle in the All-Star game. Shit, man. Folks hooping, bro. I just want to take this moment to tell all y'all to eat a bag of dicks.
Good
For the
second round
disrespect.
team.
For the disrespect, the slander. I don't even know why you talking, because I'm not going to talk to you. You don't have a team. So anyway, disrespect, the slander, everything that was said to me over them years. We up, nigga. I'm sorry, that was loud. We up,
Good
nigga.
second round team.
We up, nigga. We up, nigga. And this year we gonna beat the shit out the Heat if we play them niggas. Cause we got OG Anunoby. Yeah. Don't nobody gotta say nothing else. This is really just for me to pop my shit.
I don't know. We gotta get a great scout report for him. I mean, we should get a good one. He
I'm
be
about to
balling.
say, I don't know why you
But,
talking shit. You bust y'all ass.
It's just got
You the bust the
you know how we
ass
do
too.
postseason, second half of the season. We second half season team,
That
man.
nigga-
Come on now.
That nigga LeBron and AD said, we play the Knicks. We gotta rest 3 games for this shit. Bitch ass niggas. Sorry asses.
That nigga,
Anyway.
he thought about saying that shit for the past 2 minutes.
Actually, no, I've been wanting to say it, but I really just, it don't really matter. But since we're on the podcast, I'm gonna say it.
I know.
Because this shit gonna be going. It's gonna be a clip.
I
You know what I'm saying?
know.
But we ain't gotta talk about my team no more because I know niggas don't want to talk about my Knickerbockers. Only like talking about my Knickerbockers when we lose. It's
What was
okay,
y'all? What was y'all seeding last year?
5.
Yeah.
Because we played the Cavs. And I told y'all niggas we was going to beat them too. So I was like, nah, y'all ain't beating the Cavs.
Y'all ain't gonna beat them this year.
I don't remember what I said.
Okay. You want to bet?
Yeah, if y'all play him, I'll bet you.
All right, say this.
That nigga Donovan Mitchell on a mission.
What mission? He do the same shit every regular season.
I had a feeling he was gonna say some shit like that. He said, "What mission?" Like, hey, he do the same thing.
I get it if the nigga was like really on some like Shea, I probably wouldn't.
They got beat first. He get beat for first round all the time. Huh?
Yeah, all the time. But now we're gonna jump into the Eastern Conference. We're gonna jump into the All Stars and the lineup for the All Stars. You got the notebook out, trying to figure out who got the reserves right and who got it wrong. This man out here drinking the port.
You said this nigga right here.
Oh. I said you out here drinking the port. You know, that's what I said.
This ain't nothing there.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
But so All-Star starters, we already know what that is, but I'll go through it again. Giannis, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton, and Damian Lillard. Then for the reserves, we got Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Bam Adebayo, Julius Randle, Tyrese Maxey, and Paolo Banchero. Did anybody get that?
Say it again.
Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Bam Adebayo, Julius Randle, Tyrese Maxey, and Paolo Banchero.
I didn't put Julius Randle, so I wonder who else I put.
Yeah, I'm about to say Nick won off. Brunson, Paulo, Porzingis, Bam. So can you name it one more time? I'm sorry.
You good. Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Bam Adebayo, Julius Randle, Tyrese Maxey, and Paolo Banchero.
Did you say Porzingis?
Nah.
You said you had Porzingis. You had everything right, but you just had Porzingis.
I'm about to be right though, because I had Julius Randle at first, and I said, but I'm gonna say Porzingis because Julius Randle dislocated his shoulder, so he ain't gonna be in the All-Star game.
And then you got another sub for Embiid.
I'm trying to see who got this shit right. Hold on.
Ain't nobody.
I don't think anybody got it all the way right.
I got Brunson, Maxey. Yeah, that shit over with.
All right, for the West, we got. I'm just gonna say the reserves. We got Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, Paul George, and Karl Anthony Towns. I know I didn't get the West because I said Paul George.
I know my shit crashed out. I ain't even put my nigga PG in there, and I ain't even put Kawhi. So
you did it though. Damn. And it's funny he ain't put PG in there, especially today because he had that whole discussion about
I don't think he put Booker in there either.
Nah, I ain't put Booker in there.
He named one more time. The West.
Anthony Edwards, Stephen Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, Paul George, Karl Anthony Towns.
I was off by one because I ain't like neither of them niggas. I don't give a fuck about Karl Anthony Towns or Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, you put Rudy Gobert over Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, I know.
Wild. That was the
it's wild. It's wild, but it's not wild at the same time. In my opinion,
it's wild. Karl Anthony Towns just scored 60, my boy. That shit wild.
And lost.
He still scored 60. I ain't never seen Rudy Gobert for score fucking 40.
He's never going to do that.
That nigga ain't never scored.
Miles put Steph, Fox, Sabonis.
It's like Gobert gets the same love Joakim Noah got.
Damn,
Joakim Noah ain't gonna drop no buckets.
Whoa. I'm off like
Joakim Noah used to drop buckets.
He averaged more than Gobert, yes. But he got there for his energy and defense, bro.
Joakim Noah used to get niggas a dub now. We ain't about to sit here and act.
Yeah, but he ain't scoring past 40 either.
Yeah, he's not getting. That was my point. He ain't getting 40
either. Drop 40 on you, you about to have a bad night, nigga. Niggas on your head. Right.
That's the same energy they give Gobert is what I'm saying.
Nah, hell nah. They be giving that shit to Gobert every year, damn near.
I will say, like, Joakim Noah at least had a little bit more of a bag. Not saying
I agree.
Crazy bag work, but he had at least a 15-foot jump shot. That shit was hideous. But it went in. That shit was gross, bro. Like,
drop that shit on there. He was in MVP. He was in MVP voting one year.
He was when D Rose was hurt. Let's see. Oh, so for the people that's going to be getting replaced, who you think is going to replace him? I think right now You got Joel Embiid is getting replaced, and Julius Randle is also probably gonna have to get a alternate.
I think they're gonna bring in Porzingis.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Porzingis too, but I don't know who the other person gonna be because it's on the East. So like, if it was the West, I could see them, fucking around, putting somebody from like that Thunder team in there. But
See, I can't even tell you. To be honest.
Porzingis, and then maybe
I know people been lobbying for Derek White, but I really don't want to see him in the All-Star
I
game.
don't want to see him though.
Man, it's not an All-Star.
But he would have to take a front court though.
I think Bobby
Yeah,
White
spot.
like
Right?
Yeah, he would. He'd have to take Julius Randle's spot. Unless they give it to Franz Wagner, but I think that's crazy to have two niggas from the Magic on the All-Star team. That team is not that good. Maybe Nicholas Claxton. Nah. Oh, Mikal Bridges. He's a front court player.
Yeah,
But that team sucks. That team sucks.
I can fuck with Mikal more than anybody else.
I just hope Mikal Bridges get traded to the Knicks for real. That's what I'm hoping.
That would be a good fit for y'all.
They ain't about to take him down the street. Man.
They not, but that's the rumor shit that's going around. So it's him, Malcolm Brogdon that they talking about. They talking about Jordan Clarkson, and they talking about Bruce Brown for the Raptors. But all right then. So got that out the way. All-Star game is on. All-Star weekend is February 14th through the 16th. We got some special lined up for that.
We're gonna be in Tampa.
We're gonna be in Indiana with it. No, I'm playing. We're gonna be in Tampa. I wonder how much that shit would have been. I guess that's something we can look into next year though.
Hey, look, next year we big up.
Yeah, next year we in All-Star City, wherever the fuck that's gonna be. I hope it ain't Utah.
Oh, and I'm gonna smack an All-Star player, nigga. I'm gonna be like, nigga, hey yo. I'm like, nigga, who the fuck are you? I'm like,
man, about to tackle my NBA security.
Hey,
smack a nigga. That's crazy.
Front hand, back. Oh shit, that was wild.
We getting banned from the All-Star game.
No cap. Folks gonna ban us from League Pass.
For sure, cause I'm like, hey man, I ride with you. They gonna be like, nigga, who the fuck are you? I said, boy, say that one more time, closer to this camera.
This nigga Wimbyana out here, sham guy, nigga.
Hey.
Yeah, that was nasty.
He say he can hit the double that Crawford do.
I want to see it. I know it's not gonna look as smooth, bro. But I want to see it. I know it's not gonna look anywhere near as smooth.
If he do that shit and it looks smooth, I'm like, man, what the heck?
He ain't even supposed to be able to do a sham guy, so we ain't even about to.
Yeah, I ain't gonna put it past him. That nigga just did a clean ass sham guy.
I ain't gonna say he ain't supposed to. It just ain't really
he ain't supposed
used
to
it.
It ain't expected.
Niggas ain't seen that shit like that.
I ain't seen it. Yes, it's
and
not
he
expected.
Put it out
but
in the game though. Like it ain't like he on some summertime shit.
Right.
He put it out in the NBA game.
It's not expected, but I can't say he's not supposed to do it. It's just the dribble move. You can learn it. He got the skill.
He ain't supposed to be able to do that, man. Come on now. He's 7'5".
I disagree.
You disagree?
I think 7'5" people are doing that on a frequent basis now. Like I think him, like Chet Holmgren, I think all these 7-footers are getting that type of bag, in my opinion.
You said two niggas that's in the same draft class.
I've never seen Chet Holmgren in the same guy.
They're not in the same draft class.
They're in the same rookie season.
I just don't think I kind of agree with Miles that he not. What makes a person not supposed to be able to do that on a basketball court?
That's just what I don't agree with.
He's 7'5", bro. He ain't supposed to.
So what does height got to do with it?
What does that have to do with dribbling?
What's height got to do with dribbling?
The only reason we feel that way about 7'5" players is because they don't learn the skill to dribble. But he is a unicorn.
Most people have their ass in the paint.
Exactly, but he doesn't.
That's why KD learned about
it. He's not supposed to be able to do that.
So KD's supposed to.
No, it's not. It's not expected.
KD
I don't think supposed to. I think any person
is not supposed to be able to do what he do either. Which makes
sense. Expected. It's not expected, but I don't think any human being is not supposed to be doing anything. It's not expected.
Bro, you not lining up with no 7'5" nigga and think he gonna hit you with a sham guy, bro. Stop it.
If they on that KD Wemby that level, yeah, I probably will.
KD not supposed to be doing what he do either.
But I'm saying because I see niggas like KD doing that, it doesn't shock me when I see
But how
somebody like
long?
Wemby
But
doing it.
also,
I
since
do.
we on
It still
KD, how long
do.
KD been in the league?
Probably like 11, 12 years, something like that.
It's not surprising anymore.
So
No,
it's
he been
not
in the league longer
surprising
than
that you
12 years.
see a
It's probably like
7'5" nigga
15.
hit a nigga with a sham guy.
It's still cool to see.
It's not
but
that
it's
surprising,
not,
bro.
I'm not about to sit here and be like he ain't supposed to do
The
that.
sham god ain't much. It's all about timing. It's not much. It's not much you doing.
So you
It's
see
just
a
you drop it
7'5"
and
nigga.
you pull it. You pull it from this way. Like it's not
This
really
is-
much
this
you
is-
doing. It's
I
actually
understand.
crazier for a long arm person to do it. Like it's not that crazy.
Which is my point. Which is what makes it crazier. Which is why you should be surprised when you see a nigga of his height and stature do that shit.
No, we all said we're surprised. We're just saying it's not that he's not supposed to be. Like Ant pointed out, yeah, he damn sure hit a shot guy. It's
It's
not
just a word
expected,
for-
which means surprised if it's not expected. But it's
I'm not gonna say nobody's supposed to be doing that because that's
yeah. A
I
lot of
ain't
these
saying
big
nobody's
men you
supposed
see.
I ain't saying nobody's supposed to be doing it. I just said a nigga that's 7'5" ain't supposed to be pulling out a sham guy.
I'm saying that
We
he
don't
can
see
still
that
do
shit.
it.
We
Sham
don't see
guy
that
easy
We
shit.
though.
see it, but we see it more and more nowadays.
You saying it's easy. Okay, cool. You a guard size nigga, bro.
I'm just
I'm
saying, we see
saying
it more
not
and
even
more
from
now.
my
shit out,
standpoint. Not even from my standpoint. Like the move
We don't
itself
see
is just
no
a drop, and you
how
swing
many
that
niggas
way.
how many 7 foot niggas do you see pulling that out?
That's not what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm asking you a question.
But what we're
Tell
saying
me.
is response to what you're saying.
The fact
There's
that
not
you
many
saying
7'5" people in the league anyway.
the fact that you say it's 7 foot niggas in the league, bro. I'm just saying I said 7
7'5".
plus. I said 7 plus. That's what I just said. So what I'm asking you is if it's not surprising for you to see a 7+ foot nigga pull it out, name him. Who's gonna pull out a sham guy? That's 7+ foot.
I said it's not expected. I never said I wasn't surprised. If it's not expected, that means I was surprised. You just doing a play on words.
No, I just, bro, you just said
Because
it's
no
not
one ever said
surprising
not
to you.
surprising.
So we got our shot clock round. What we do at this or that. Now everybody got. Well, you don't got to do that. So what I'm gonna do is 02, 03 Lakers or 73 and 9 Warriors. These are the best teams to lose in the finals.
I'd say Lakers, bro.
Lakers.
Yeah, I think I'm going Lakers.
Because they team played the Warriors. Klay Thompson tore his ACL. And
No, not the 73 and 9 one.
to lose.
That's the one. That's the one they lost against LeBron.
Against LeBron? I'm still going
Yeah.
Lakers.
I just can't remember what was 02, 03 final. What was the final?
That was the Pistons.
They lost against the Pistons.
I'm saying like what was it, like 3-4, 4-2? Don't remember. I can't remember either. I just seen if anybody did remember. Because I just think 3-1 losing like that is a little bit more crazy. So I'm going 02, 03. They gave up a 3-1 lead.
Who did?
And the best record in the league.
Oh, the Warriors?
Yeah.
True. Who you got, Ant?
I'm going to Warriors.
I'm going to Warriors too. Going to Warriors too on that one.
It's just who's gonna stop Steph, who's gonna stop Shaq? And who's still gonna stop Kobe?
Sorry, that's 04, 05 Lakers. Sorry.
2 is more. 3 is more than 2.
They won in 02, 03, right?
No, they lost 02, 03.
Yeah.
Because I just looked at it.
Damn.
Actually, it's not even 04, 05. Oh no, it's 03, 04 Lakers. That's it. 02, 03, they lost to the Timberwolves. Nope, they lost to the Spurs. Sorry. Read that wrong. All right. Next one. Blake Griffin or Sean Kemp?
Blake Griffin. Off stats alone.
I'm picking that nigga Sean Kemp. Oh, off stats? I should have prefaced it. Best dunkers, like in-game dunkers. That's what this was supposed to be this or that for. I'm sorry. I'm going Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp was windmilling on niggas in the poster.
I'm still going Blakey.
Nigga did a clutch on that nigga head.
I don't think Blake has ever windmilled on somebody. He's definitely done windmills between the legs, all that shit, tomahawks on people. Man.
It's no right or wrong answer. It's really just a preference in this bitch. Because
I'm
both
gonna
of
go
the
Blake.
folks got some disgusting
I'm
bodies.
gonna go Blake. He's half a Lob City or a third of Lob City.
I might watch their highlights just to see what type of dunks they doing. What you got, Dave?
I guess I'll go Sean Kemp, bro.
All right.
Because
Last one we got.
I think about body of work, to be honest. Because
Yeah,
he went to the finals.
true.
Next
That's how I
one,
look at
man.
it. That's how I look at it.
I just like the dunk Sean Kemp had where he dunked on bro and pointed at him. Said, that shit, man, that shit different.
And he had that bit, and he caught that bitch like this, though.
Yeah, he caught that shit like this and came. Oh, like that shit. You pointed me after you dunking me, bro. We liable to fight. But
That wasn't even
last
tech
one,
back then.
we got
They
better
need to give bro
lockdown
a
defender, Gary Payton or Kawhi Leonard.
You said what?
It's tough.
Kawhi Leonard.
The better lockdown defender, Gary Payton or Kawhi Leonard.
The reason it's tough, and I'm gonna give you my answer. I know Kawhi's career is still going, but total steals he got 1157. That nigga Gary Payton finished his career with 2445, 2,440. He gotta get over 1,000 more steals.
He not gonna get that though because he not as healthy as Gary Payton was.
That was my other the counter argument.
He
missed more games.
I do want to look past the total stat point of it.
I was because Kawhi does change the position.
Exactly.
That's where,
if Kawhi was healthy as much as he was, he'd probably be in near 2,000 right now. Too.
And niggas dribble way better today, bro. Like niggas just dribble 100 times better today.
My answer is Kawhi though. I never gave my answer, but also it was something we was talking about last week with the alternate defense.
All that shit.
Correct. Like the thing we was talking about last week with alternate, like defense doesn't what we saying, doesn't evolve.
Yeah.
But the one thing that Kawhi did, I started noticing, he catches steals. He knows where to look for them bitches. Like on bounce passes, most people turn this way. He's already got his hands in the pocket, bro. I don't see nobody else do that. He catches steals without fucking looking at them bitches.
It also helps that his hands are gigantic.
It doesn't help that. But the fact that he's looking that way too, I don't be seeing that. People try to catch that shit, but they can't. They look the other way.
Man, like the Michael Jordan hands, just that's mine.
The instinct is to look like if I went off the pick and roll or whether I went off under the screen and whether that big man's getting the lob over or he getting under, bro, that bounce pass, he be catching that bitch. They know not to bounce past that shit when Kawhi's there. They gotta go over. And that's still fucking a gamble because the niggas just reach up and get that shit too. So you kind of just gotta dribble that bitch back out if he's on the pick and roll defense.
Okay.
Did that not mean that he elevated defense?
I got Kawhi, man.
Defense? I got Kawhi too.
Does that not mean that he elevated the defense? Like elevated the defense?
I don't think so. I just think he just. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of disagree with his point because I know niggas that play defense like that, and there's niggas that did that in the NBA before Kawhi got there. He didn't come up with that himself.
I ain't saying he come up with it. I'm just saying currently he's just one of the ones that I can think of that since we on Kawhi or him.
Like if you a smart defender, you know that you're going.
It goes with that.
So. Oh dang! What you got, Dave?
Gary Payton.
Why you make that face?
Why you say it like that?
He got an old school soul, man. I'm gonna go with Gary Payton. I'm gonna go with Bill Russell. Come on.
I'll never go with Bill Russell on any point, to be honest with you. But, I mean, I'm going to go with Kawhi. Because Bill, not Bill, damn, you got me saying Bill and shit. Gary Payton wasn't able to stop nobody from winning. Like the GOAT of the time, Gary Payton couldn't stop him from winning. Kawhi stopped LeBron from winning.
He stopped LeBron from what?
Winning.
He stopped the Heat from winning.
He ain't stopped the Heat from winning.
Well, the Spurs stopped the Heat from winning, not Kawhi.
That's interesting. Okay. but anyway,
Hey,
man, this is the
man.
post up. What you about to say?
I'm sorry. Hey, Kawhi, the only nigga to make LeBron go, damn, he come back in the game.
Man, they
That's
just
right.
Come
That's
on, bro.
true.
I'm a Heat fan.
man,
Bro, Kawhi was pissing me
sure
the
LeBron
fuck
said that.
off,
I'm
nigga.
pretty sure LeBron said that versus other players, but they just highlighted that, man. Kawhi was on the come up.
I can't wait till LeBron retire, bro. For that nigga to say, I hated playing against Kawhi Leonard.
Bro,
I can't wait for
I
him to
know he
say.
gonna come on. You know he gonna say that shit, bro. Like, listen, the Spurs was the Spurs, but who got Finals MVP? And do you know who got Finals MVP?
Nick, I don't think you should be the one talking about Finals MVP for the Spurs. I feel like you argue against some Kawhi shit in the past.
Find it and we can talk about it. I don't disagree with you,
I was just saying.
but I feel like it may have got misconstrued about that. And I feel like that same day, I talked about LeBron having a problem with Kawhi.
I'm just saying.
Let's look at LeBron stats. Let's look at LeBron stats versus that in that series.
Kawhi shit, and y'all two down.
But let's not shift on Ant. Ant, do you know who got Finals MVP that year?
Yes, I know who got it, nigga.
All right, man. Kawhi Leonard.
Yes, I know who got it.
With 14 points. I was talking about his stats. I remember what we was talking about.
How many steals he averaged?
Who?
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
I remember what we was talking about.
Yeah,
but that wasn't the point. That wasn't the basis of that talk.
What was he talking about, bro? What was he talking about?
Another day. I don't think I was that wrong.
Nah, you would say that nigga Kawhi won't like that to some extent.
Nah, y'all, that's y'all same balls every time.
Kawhi Leonard averaged 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block.
Versus the Heat?
Yeah. And the Heat average for the Heat, LeBron averaged 28 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. He shot 52% from 3, and 57% from the field.
But watching that series, this is where stats don't show
What D-Wade average?
57. Ain't too hot.
Defense don't pop up on the stat line, man, like that. Unless it's a block or a steal.
From the field, not hot.
This is what I say. Kawhi Leonard is a defensive. He's one of them guys on defense, but I wouldn't say LeBron was saying. I don't think LeBron was saying.
It's a video.
Listen to what I'm not done talking. Why you over there making that ugly ass face? I didn't think LeBron was saying, "Damn," because he got to guard him. It's just when Kawhi on the floor, that nigga just a good defensive player.
I think you misconstrued what people said. We were not saying that he was saying "damn" because he has to guard LeBron. He was saying "damn" because Kawhi is coming in and he's guarding LeBron.
Okay,
he's guarding LeBron. There was nobody else touching LeBron except Kawhi, bro.
Why are you done with that? I think that makes more sense than the point you just tried to make that we talking about. LeBron got to score against Kawhi. I got to guard Kawhi. Because you just said Kawhi's a better defender. I mean, actually, they probably got a stat for that.
They should have a stat for when Kawhi is in the game, or at least Kawhi on LeBron. Because I remember that one time we talked about Hakeem Olajuwon versus Shaq. We was able to figure out those stats.
What D-Wade averaged the year they lost?
Well, he averaged like 21, 19, 21 in that series.
Are you talking about the series?
And then the year they won, how many D-Wade averaged?
Are you talking about the series against the Spurs?
Yeah, the year they lost, yeah.
He averaged 16 a game that year.
Yeah, it was low. It was really low that last year.
So was he locking LeBron up? Or was he got there, or was the team or the Heat wasn't performing to the highest level?
Both.
Man, he just called LeBron stats out.
Yeah, LeBron was eating.
He wasn't one person. Up, bro. The reason niggas lost that championship is because everybody wasn't performing to the highest tip. LeBron was. He ain't locked that nigga.
That's what I said. Both.
That's why I said he the team. Like I get niggas saying like, yeah, he checking LeBron, but nigga, that shit ain't mean shit.
I ain't gonna lie though. When they played the Thunder, D-Wade averaged 23 a game.
Yeah, he averaged 19. That was correct.
When they played against the Spurs, he averaged He averaged 20 the year
The
he
year they
won.
won, right?
The year he won, yeah, but the year they lost, he averaged 16.
Yeah.
His ass locked D Wade up.
I mean, they only
Bro,
won two,
he
right?
didn't get guard.
Talking shit.
He didn't guard.
Actually, he only scored 15 per game the year they
But
lost to the Spurs.
they only won two, right?
Yeah.
2 out of 4.
So
They won 2, lost 2. So, but yeah, man.
He wasn't locking LeBron up. It's just that
If y'all don't know by now, ain't gonna always stick by LeBron.
I'm just saying he wasn't locking them up.
As you know, man, this is the post-up podcast.
If D Wade was performing, I ain't even finna talk about Chris Bosh. Them niggas was playing. Them niggas could have possibly won.
So then, who locked LeBron up in 2011?
Huh?
Who locked LeBron up in 2011?
2011. Who locked LeBron up?
Nobody.
He played bad. He just played like shit.
Yeah, he just locked himself. Nobody locked him up, bro. He just played bad.
That's crazy.
Bro, when you a superstar, bro, nobody is stopping you. It's really on you, nigga.
That's crazy.
Like, if you have a bad game, you just got a bad game because ain't nobody.
I kind of disagree with that. I disagree with that. You get locked up.
Let me say these stats. So, you heard me say every single stat for this nigga LeBron. He scored over 24 points per game every single game, right? Every single series, I mean. Against the Mavericks, Dwayne Wade averaged 27 points per game. Chris Bosh averaged 18 points per game. LeBron James averaged 17.8 points per game. He shot 32% from 3.
Terrible.
I remember watching this shit.
That's the first year they got together, and he still was letting D Wade have the team. Then that's when fucking D Wade gave him the keys the next year.
And they figured it out. Yes, that came out after.
The scheme affected LeBron too?
Possibly, but shit, I can't say for a fact. It's possible, yeah, but I can't say for a fact.
You know, good motherfucking well D Wade was in that bitch talking about some LeBron. Yo, do your thing, nigga. Come on, man. This nigga.
Like, I remember because that's the. Oh my bad. That's the reason I was so pissed off when they lost that last year. Because that was, I'm not saying, there was a game where LeBron only had like 16-2 and he ain't do nothing else for the fourth quarter, bro. He was cramping up and shit. They was in San Antonio. It was game 6.
That cramp shit was really killing it for me. But I'm like,
it killed him for like 2 games, bro. So his numbers were good, but those numbers were deceiving in that series.
Like, this nigga spent $1 million on his
that
body.
last year. Like, he was very efficient, but like.
That's talking about D Wade or LeBron?
LeBron.
That's when they said it
was
hella
games to close it out.
Warm in the stadium.
It was to close it out. It was really rough, bro. Yeah.
This nigga was spending $1 million on his body every year, but then he talking about he cramping in the fucking finals. Come on, man. Like that's.
I mean, I can believe he cramping and shit.
Nah.
Who your favorite players again, Dave?
Me? My favorite player all time?
I guess, yeah.
Like, I mean, because if you're trying to compare, like, my favorite player to LeBron, I mean, that's not going to be the case.
You said Michael Jordan?
I didn't even say nothing, but yeah, sure.
All right, then, man. This is the Post Up Podcast.
I got one more question. Dave, what you think?
Actually, no. This is the Post Up Podcast, bro. This your boy.
Hold on, let me ask the question.
We ain't asking that shit.
Hold on, bro. Please.
Actually, no.
I'm with Mom.
Question.
Asking that shit, bro. That shit's like.
You know what I'm about to ask. That's why.
That's bullshit.
What I'm finna say, Val?
Not finna even say it. It's the Post Up Podcast. This your boy Zay. Fuck out of here. I'm talking about that shit, bro.
Hey, man, it's your boy Nick, man. We going out of order today. We can talk out. You feel me?
We can talk about it right now. Whatever this nigga want to talk about.
All right, man. 100 game, man. We out this bitch.
Man. They love
man.
Shit.
We out of here, man. Peace.